Hi everybody, welcome back to Vintage Story, episode 25 with me, Sid. And for those of you wondering why I'm just stood out here in the middle of nowhere, so I actually started recording this yesterday, and I signed in, and it was night, so I decided to wait until morning to crack off again. It's now it's actually quite a way into the morning. I was hoping to get it earlier. And while I was waiting for the to get to about 9:30 at night, so I could sleep and pass the appropriate amount of time, I failed to notice the ever so subtle notification that a temporal storm was coming. So, a temporal storm was coming, notification comes along, I ignore it, I go to sleep, and I wake up, and the immediately pops up temporal storm. Actually failed to notice the temporal storm is imminent. The very first thing I noticed for the temporal storm was when the world started going all wibbly wobbly. And that was not ideal, obviously, because I'd not prepared for a temporal storm. I had no blocks in my inventory, I had no wood in my inventory, I had no cheeky little towering up and hiding on a tower with a bonfire on it to try and, well, for want of a better, evade the temporal storm. So what I did have in my inventory was half of these, 10 loaves of bread. Which again, not ideal. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can definitely go with 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to make myself a little stew just to be going on with. I don't think I've got anything other than turnips and carrots and wheat. So we'll do turnips and carrots. That's what we got. That's what we'll do. Yeah, so I was left with only one real option, and that was to run around like an idiot. And luckily, with the lake being frozen over, I had a very large expanse of runnable area. So I literally just ran the entire temporal storm away, munching on bread. So, needless to say, that was a bit of a shock. I think that's probably a fair description. So after getting through that, I immediately thought, screw this, I'm going to go and seal for 1.8 days of 3 days. Oh, it was one. Okay, so we've still got a little bit longer before we can bring you over. So that's fine. It takes as long as it takes. I may need to get myself in fact, I might put it off the side of the building, like a lean-to of some description, a little tanning shed, in the same way that we've got the forge area out there. Now, it does look, I keep seeing the snow gently going down, and the temperature is only -7, so you know it's positively balmy out there. It's lovely. So what I need to do really is wait till that is ready, which not going to be that long. Grab the wood out of it, grab the food out of it, stick it on the side, grab a bowl of food, and we are good for the day. Now, obviously, we are still somewhat restricted in our ability to act because we still have, well, let's be honest, it's still winter. And because it's still winter, we can't really do a huge amount. But what we can do, for starters, is head off down to the south end of the lake and start to harvest some fertile dirt, because, or at least medium fertility dirt. I don't want to kill any of the animals in the immediate vicinity either, because the more animals in the area that I kill, though unfortunately these are all males, so that's not helping me a great deal, but there's got to be some females around somewhere. Yeah, the more of these animals I kill, the further I've got to go to kite them back when I'm ready for that. So I think we're just going to go for a gentle, creation of things. Now that does not look like medium. That looks like low fertility dirt on those mountains. What I want is, ideally, is a hillock that I can take down. Because a hillock would be absolutely ideal. Now that is medium fertility. That is all medium fertility. That is all low fertility. That's actually low. This is medium. And that's all low. And I would like some rock, you see, as well. I'm going to need to make walls. But I suppose the obvious solution is to just take these little protuberances from off of the top of the lake. So when the water and everything finally melts, God knows when that's going to be. It seems to be a very long winter, but well, I suppose that's the point, isn't it? Then we can, we've got like a more or less flat area of lake, and I'm not wrecking too much of the local terrain. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a little bit more of this soil and I'll be back in a while. Alright, so one of the things we wanted to do is we did go out and get a whole load of copper, and we do need to convert you into, well, it really wasn't a lot, was it? Into ore, and I need 20 pieces, so that's 3 ingots worth if I take out the 19 that we got spare. Boop. So that would be an obvious thing to do now, would be to split that across like that and get 300 units. That will give me enough for, I'm just kind of thinking here, what are you? You are in shovel mode. Mold. I would like a shovel in copper, because things, that one is an axe. My axe is a little bit beat up, and a pickaxe. And we're alright for hammers at the moment. So I'm just going to make myself and cast myself 3 copper tool heads, because I can't see the point in faffing around breaking stick 6 of those. That should be enough to get me up to temperature, and then we'll finish off with the old thingy again. The shovel is going to be useful because we really I need to stop using flint tools wherever possible. I know they are advantageous in the long run, but you know, they're sustainable. Oh, hello, come back here, you. But obviously we need to work on this. The nights are getting in a bit later. I mean, it's not, the sun is setting and it's 5:30 now, which is nice. I like that. And the temperature is getting warmer. It's my whole -1, which I'm still torn about where I feel. Is that a female goat? I think that might be a female goat. Got little horns. Goat, sheep. I don't know why I wanted them to be goats all the time. Sorry, I just can't help it. I just have this thing where they need to be goats in my head, and I can't explain it. But yeah, we do need to think about animal husbandry at some point, not too far from now, and I need to think about how I'm going to catch them, which is going to be easier said than done, I'm sure. Let me just take 4 of those. I don't think I want to put too much in there, because if sometimes I forget to take the spare out, and charcoal ain't the easiest thing in the world to get. Well, I mean, it's relatively easy, it's just painful because you have to make so much, chop down so many trees. Come on, get me up there, and right, that can come out and you can go in. We're at temperature, we need you to move on, come on. I'm going to put this way while I'm doing it. Oh. One of them. Let's go in, and any second now we get the charcoal hot heats in, and that's just got to take it up to 1084, and then it'll start melting. So hopefully we've got enough there. If we haven't, I can always put a little bit more in, and I probably, looking at my hunger meter, need to have a munch on something. Here we go, all sorted. I should go and get some of that bread as well. But right, we are at temperature, so we can see that we're getting the movement there. I'll be back when that's ready to pour. And that's our tools cast. So now we can go and contemplate what time we're at now. 9:07, so about 2 hours till bedtime. Oh, I know I didn't put my charcoal away. And eventually, once we get into all the fun automation, the Helve hammer and things like that, I think we're going to have some entertaining time in this forge. Right now, we're a little bit limited. We do need to go and find some tin. I think if I go and have a look at bronze, just some bronze. Bronze ingot is made from, yeah, it's tin and copper. So basically, 2 of those for every 18 of the copper to make the bronze, and that will make us all of the good stuff with hopefully considerably better durability. 450 versus 300. Actually, it's not that much, but it is a high tier. So yeah, will allow us to mine some things that we can't currently mine. And right now, it's very dark out there. I will see you in the morning. Alright, so we can't plant crops at the moment. We can't really do much at the moment. We are highly limited in our available options. But what we can do is we can start to plan fields and the likes, and get the fertile soil in. So if we were to take this as being, this is the edge of our charcoal pit, so if we were to come from here and maybe just come over to about here and then look that way, let's just come back to there. Now I just want to double check I've got, that is, I think, oh no, you are not actually, oops, hello. Interesting. That, I believe, is a tree what I have planted. So do I want to come over this way just a tiny smidge more then? And then the question is, how do I want to do the holes, what we are going to be using for irrigation? Because the irrigation is 3 blocks from the water source. So I mean, the simplest thing will be to come one to there and then to there. I should probably use a knife for this, but So if we were to go 1, 2, 3, that would be, let me just double check my facts on irrigation because I might be wrong on that. Let me just check it. Back in the moo. All right, yeah. So it's 3. So, and it includes the diagonal. So we'll harvest that, and then we'll just dig out you. You are the center point. For that, and then hello. From here we would then go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 to here, and that would be, use a wall as a shovel. I know. Oh, interesting. So I've got medium fertility soil underneath. That makes no sense. Doesn't matter. Which would then go 1, 2, 3 to here, and oh hello, we've got 1, 2, 3, so that would come to here. I suppose we ought to go and deal with this chucklehead. He hasn't got the message that he's supposed to be out. He is supposed to be hiding in the daylight. You don't like daylight, sir. Oh, take your flax though. And I'll definitely take my arrows back. And I think we're going to have a couple of fields. We're going to have one which is, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and here. So that would come out of there, and then we'll come 1, 2, 3 to there, and then we'll have come out to here. Let me just check. That's 1, 2, 3, and yeah. And it's going to be a boring square field, but you know, there's a reason why farmers often made very uniform field constructions, and that is quite simply this: they work. Right, where's my hole? There's my hole. So my hole would be there. Alright, well that's one field. It will need more wall, and I'm going to need a lot more wall to achieve this space, so I'm going to have to go and mine a lot more rock. Might as well put my gate here as anywhere else. Can I? Do I? I can live without one place. I suppose that's not going to break the bank, is it? So yeah, we'll get this, and then we'll have probably a smaller field over there, maybe another small field over here somewhere, just with, like, you know, small size quantity crops in them. But this one will probably be flax, and I need more claystone. Where will I find claystone? He says, standing in the biggest field of claystone that you've ever seen. Question mark about this is, do I... Your quartzy bits, I'm not worried about you right now. Do I want to investigate a hole in the ground for my claystone, or do I want to play it safe? I mean, the player in me goes safe because that's the way I play, which is why I don't tend to die a lot. Not because I'm particularly good, but because I try not to take risks. Because in my experience, risks get you killed. This does not go. Oh, hello. I think there might be someone. Hello, deepy boy. Hello. Come on then. Where have you gone? Damn you. Where do you go? Ow. How did you achieve that? Oh, you're jumping up. Alright. And that is why I'm not ready for caving yet. And he didn't have anything on him either. Good. I think my natural inclination was to play it safe. You can't even get out now. And I think that is probably the way I am going to go. I'm just going to heal up a little bit with some of these poultices. Right, yeah, let me get some stone. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we have, we've achieved some of what we aimed to do. I am going to borrow... What shall I borrow as a marker? You should have granite cobble. 1, 2, 3, 4. So where I want to put the water, obviously, is the holes, but I need to take out all of the the low fertility soil and put in high fertility soil, or medium fertility soil. We don't have high, but you know, minor fault. So if I can, let's go just get the scythe, get this grass, because please not want not, and then we can hello, come here you. You're not completely wrecked, are you? I've actually mined into the side of that hill there. There's a big quartz vein in there, so I think going forward we'll want to exploit that, but we can't mine it with the current setup down there because you need bronze tools to do so. So yeah. Right, we can't do it there, that's fine. I haven't made my shovel yet anyway, so let's go do that now. Because I've got no idea whether I've even got close to enough medium facility soil. Let's just play safe. That is my shovel. There's my stick. This is my stick. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Oh, okay. We're going to be like that, are we? Oops. Right, so armed with my stick, sorry, my shovel, we should be able to come in here and start off. See, this is all low fertility. That is medium. I'm wondering whether I should grab all the medium that's currently underneath this and replace it with the low that I'm taking off the top. That would make a certain amount of sense, I'm sure. Well, this is so much easier as well, working with a proper tool. Leave that one because I don't want to have crops next to the gate. But I think if I just do the first row, then that gives us an idea. Well, yes, it will. But I should probably do this in the morning. I also need to cook myself some more food because I'm out of grub. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright, I've stripped out all of the medium fertility soil that was in there. I've also stripped out the remaining. I think I've stripped it. Oh, hello. That is not what I wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. I think we've got all of the medium. This all looks low fertility to me, so I've got my medium fertility soil here. I'm going to put you down, and of course we're going to hoe it. Don't know how long this hoe will last, but if I hoe it as we go, then should not let the grass grow under our feet, literally. I have got plenty of flint, so not a huge problem to just keep going on this thing. And then I can take out these blocks, replace them with water, and hopefully they won't freeze, although the temperatures are still negative, so I think that is a very vain hope, to be honest, just because water's going to freeze to -10. Right, we need to make a new hoe. Let's do that. Ho, ho, ho. I think that was what? Do. Like a little baby shovel. Oops, hello. Right, and then I'll stick you back together. I'm going to need to make several of these, I suspect. But that's fine. But this is going to be a nice large field to get lots of hemp, because we want lots of hemp. We need it for all sorts of goodies, but not least of which is sails for a windmill to power a helve hammer, which will allow it to make plates better and also do other things like iron. I know I'm kind of, hello, that's not right. I know I'm kind of jumping the gun. We haven't even got bronze yet, and I'm starting to think about iron, but I don't want to get caught out along the way. So let's just get this lot, and well, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, we have our field. Now what we need is water, and then we just need the weather to shift a little bit so we can do some planting. Moisture is 100%. I doubt that somewhat. The leather processed up, incidentally, so that was nice. Now I just need to go and find my buckets. If I grab a couple, then I can do two at once, can't I? That makes a certain degree of sense. So I think I got one there. And yeah, so I've got the next lot in. That's going to be done for 20 hours of 4.5 days. So, you know, such is life. It's going to be a while. Thank goodness for infinite water, eh? And I realise I'm taking. Well, actually, I didn't. I left that gate closed. So, but I could have been taking a chance there. I could have quite easily. So if I control no. Empty contents, shift. Thank you. Okay, there we go. And then we'll go back and get some more. And we have our first field of the farm set up. Now, the other thing I do want to do, as I said, is get into animal husbandry, which seems a little bit dodgy, but there are 1 or 2 animals around in this area. Which we might be able to lure into, well, certainly a couple of goats, sheep. And if we don't have sufficient in the area, we definitely will have it after I've gone and punched a few and then run away. You know, very much like brave Sir Robin. But yeah, let me check how long I've been recording for starters, because that's going to be a decider on what I do next, and I will be back in a little while. Right, so apparently, if you put some food in a large trough, the wild animals will come and eat from it. And we've got flax. Now, I'm not entirely sure, I'm just having a look over on the wiki how much flax you would need to stackable 60. Well, you can stack them 60, okay. But how much do? Tell you what, let me just come out of there for a second. Let me jump back in here. I've got lots of flax, so let's just take a lot. Now, my thoughts were, if I make a little pyramid just over here somewhere, because we've got a sheep look over there, which is perfect. I believe that is a female bighorn, so that's even better. I'm going to use this to start off with, and what I'm going to do is this is where I want my edge to be. We'll have a little gap between, so if we go 1, 2, 3, and then we do that. 1, 2, and a 3. I've got no idea if this will work, but there's only one way to find out, and that is by the fine art of having a go. Now, if I take my trough and place that, can we just check? I can't jump out, so I think it's reasonable to assume that these can't jump out either. And you don't take, you've got 8 portions of grub. Oh, hello. You're going to go in? Yeah, definitely. You're thinking about it, aren't you? Come on, lady. Ready? Oh, have you eaten? How do... I'll give you a little push. bit more of a push maybe. Go on, in you go. Well, there we go. Right, now I just need a male. Which is probably going to be more awkward, and I really do need to eat and keep my eye on my food. Now the sun's going down, so I'm not going running off looking for a male bighorn at this time, but we've got a female, and you've eaten 2 portions, so I should be able to put... No, can I not? Yeah, that'll work. So all we need is a big and a boy sheep, and we will have a boy sheep and a girl sheep, and they will do things, and we will have sheep. In the meantime, I need to go and put some of this flax away because it's just going to rot if I keep it out. So come on, get me in. Boop, boop. Suppose I should eat that. I think I've got a little bit more, haven't I? There we go. Have that as well. But yeah, so we made a start. Say, I need to go and annoy a bighorn. A bighorn sheep. And that I think we will do next episode. I'm not entirely sure where the nearest bighorn sheep is going to be. I think I saw one off on the lake, so if I can give him a little love tap and kind of encourage him over, then that will be good. And hopefully next episode we might actually get to the point where we've got enough leather to maybe make the rest of the leather armor. I realise that it's kind of a toss-up. Do I make the leather armor or the inventory space? But if I want to go mining for bronze, well, tin, then I think armor is probably going to be more useful. I probably also should make some more poultices, which was that. Yeah, horsetail and reeds, so no biggie. Anyway, until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hopefully we will speed up a little bit once winter's out of the way, but it's a long time coming. Yeah, I will see you soon. Bye for now.